I'm Dory, and today I'm answering a question from Anime Artist. They would like to know, how would organisms evolve if the average temperature on Earth increased by 1 degree every month? Before we can attempt to predict how organisms would evolve to this change, we have to look at what kind of an impact it would have on the planet itself. Throughout its history, Earth has experienced changes in its climate. These shifts usually take hundreds, if not thousands or more years to occur. When they do happen, seemingly small changes in the average global temperature have had an enormous impact on the planet. For example, during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, the planet was so warm dinosaurs and palm trees could live on Antarctica. How much warmer was it? Only 5 to 9 degrees Celsius hotter than now. At that time, the amount of CO2 in the air was more than double what we have today, thanks to volcanic activity. The large amounts of carbon dioxide trapped more energy, leading to a world without any ice and sea levels that were 250 feet higher than they are today. Now that we know small changes in the average global temperature have been able to drastically change Earth in the past, how would organisms evolve in this constant warming? In order to get a better picture of this, we can look at how some organisms have already adapted to a changing climate. Some animals are becoming more tolerant of heat. This species of coral is less likely to undergo bleaching and die when exposed to hotter water. Others are changing their habits, like sockeye salmon. The salmon are swimming upstream to reproduce earlier before the water levels in rivers and streams get too low. Climate change has also led to changes in the coloring of some animals. For example, creatures like the tawny owl are having more offspring with darker coloring, which blends in with the forest rather than the snow. Other creatures have reacted to climate change through changes in their size. Skatefish that live in the warm waters near the Gulf of St. Louis are 45% smaller than those who live in the cooler Atlantic. Based on what we understand about how the planet and life have responded in the past, I would expect any plant life would need to be able to tolerate heat and withstand frequent, severe storms. Those living in or near the ocean would also have to be tolerant of changes in its chemistry, considering the seas are likely to become more acidic and less salty as the ice in the poles disappears. Any animal species living in such a quickly changing environment would likely be smaller and more active. They would require less energy while being able to travel away from the coastal flooding and toward cooler areas away from the equator. Animals would also need to have a diverse diet in order to obtain enough food for survival, particularly if many different food sources begin to die off. Aquatic and marine life would need to adapt to very low concentrations of oxygen and would likely have smaller bodies to conserve resources. All in all, if this monthly increase were to happen, life would have to find a way to exist without water within less than 6 years. A team of scientists actually published a study in 2013 where they predicted that once the average surface temperature of Earth reaches 70 degrees Celsius, the oceans will begin to boil off until all of Earth's water is lost to space. Thanks for watching this episode of Ask Starbase, and a special thank you to Anime Artist for asking this question. If you have a STEM question, please email it to us at ask@starbase-ct.com or submit it on our website, starbase-ct.com. Stay safe and be well. Bye!